What's up, guys? It's Amari and Marcus representing the DeusOtakus channel, and today we are doing a review, first impression for Saga of Tanya the Evil, or Youjo Senki, as that's the Japanese name for it. Marcus, say hi.
Hi. It's been a while.
It has been a while. It's been a long while since we've had Marcus, the Marcus, on the channel in 2017. But we're back, and because we're back, I want you to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new, because we're going to be discussing our thoughts on Tanya the Evil, and basically just recapping a little bit of the first 3 episodes. So I'm gonna let Marcus start it actually.
Yeah, let me start it. Crazy. Okay, starts off. We got this bullshit typical World War 2, 1 maybe? Nah, 2. Maybe 1 because of the trenches.
I think World War 1.
Some bullshit World War 1 crazy fight scene where it's like guns everywhere. These guys are charging out. This one dude tries to run up. He instantly gets shot. He's one of the people like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. And then he's the first to die. It's so dead. So then cut from there to, turns out magic's in this world. And you see people flying on these like leg robot spaceship things. Interestingly designed, of course. Moderate. I don't know. It's kind of weird. It doesn't make any sense, but magic. Crystals on their chest seem important. We go from there to them shooting out these guys on the ground, and it peels back to another scene where we see the main character, seemingly this little blonde girl called Tanya, with another girl called Victoria, I believe her name is? Yeah, Victoria. She's got some next fucking German ass, Russian ass name on the slide in the background, voiced by Sari Hamea. And they're just chatting it up. They're trying to, I don't know. There's like an awkward dynamic between those two, maybe because of the age gap. Because I'm assuming this one of the girls is at least maybe 10, 15 years older.
Yeah, I'd say she's like maybe mid or early 20s. It looks like, yeah.
So we got those characters. They're back. Well, they've just finished the fight where they gunned down a bunch of troops and let their troops move forward. And then they've headed back to command, from what I can remember. It's been a while. Then at command, they start talking again, and these 2 guys walk up. Do they walk up? No. Give me a minute. I need to. Can you think about what there is? Is it? I thought that happened later on in the episode. So these 2 guys walk up and they're like, "We don't like this. We don't want it. I don't want to be a part of this anymore. This isn't okay. We're getting destroyed, but we're not getting destroyed because you're here. But I just don't want to be a part of it." And Tanya's a bit mad. She's like, "You're defecting, essentially. I will kill you right here where you stand." She starts reaching for the sword, and the girl's like, "No. They're not defecting. They just want to be here. Just allow them. This peak." And she's like, "All right, it's cool. It's cool."
Sorry to interrupt. When you said the 2 guys walked up to her, they were summoned because they went against her orders on the battlefield.
Oh, see, I thought they were just walking up saying they wanted to leave.
No. She was the one who was dismissing them. Even though they won the fight, they disobeyed orders.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
So they won the fight, disobeyed orders. Okay, that makes a bit more sense as to why she's a bit mad.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you continue.
Alright, so after that, there's like, I think there's another like platoon on this whale. Like they have to fight another platoon on the enemy team, and what is it? She has to hold them off? I feel like that might be the 2nd episode. But you know the one with the guy with like the other 4 guys, and they were like on skis. What's that?
No, that's 2nd episode.
Yeah, that is the 2nd one. See, it's hard to describe them because they're all on the same team, but they all like. Anyways, you'll probably know what I'm talking about when you watch the episode. Anyways, she's fighting these guys, and she tells like her troop to like call for backup. Is it, or like hang back, and then like she goes and deals with it herself. Whereas like she gives them a warning, and then like she opens fire on them, takes out a couple of members of the team, and
yeah, the first episode is the guys with the horses.
Yeah, okay, that's the horses. Let's see.
Yeah, it's all this dumb shit. Like, why can't they just have wings or something? What's going on? Why are they riding on metal horses?
They're flying. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. This world, it's got like a dumbass system of magic.
Alright, and right now, none of this has been explained as to why there's been magic or why in this world they're at war. It's probably the same reason as the real world, honestly. But I guess we got mages too. Huh? But Tanya has a high aptitude for magic. Is that the right word? I feel like yeah, high aptitude for magic. She has a lot of magic capabilities, and so she's like incredibly powerful, especially for her age, which is around 9-10 years old. She was able to effectively just wipe them out. Like she fired a bullet from her rifle that was effectively a magical bullet that was somewhat equivalent to a small nuke.
It was mad. Initially, she just starts off. She's like, "I'll give you one chance. I'll give you one chance." And they shoot her a hologram, and she's like, "All right, it's about to be peak." And then she just goes on this absolute massacre where she flies around. She's dodging all these bullets. She takes out one guy. She's upside down. She guns down another. It goes to ham. She gets another chance where she just blah blah blah. She grabs onto this one guy's head and just fucking clotheslines him. It's dead. And then that happens again where he's like, I'll give you one more chance. And it's this big ass, this guy with the head shape, powerful head shape, and he's got this like tiny tuft of hair on top. He's not having it. He's like, nah, we'll dead you. Shoots that again, sighs again, shoots this nuclear bullet, which is just animation quality city central, brilliant. Just goes mad. And then from there, I believe, she kills them. They head back down.
Yeah.
Something we should point out, because it will be relevant later. Every time, initially when she starts the fight, she prays to God. It will come up again. Yeah. Believe me.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so they all see her do this. They're all like, that's fucked up. Then it cuts to this boardroom where these guys are having a meeting. And they're saying, what's going on in the Rhine Theatre of War? Because that's where Tanya is. And he's like, we're slowly pushing them back because we have this one person, Tanya, I think their name is. Tanya Deckreshaft or something along those lines. And this one guy's like, yeah, I know her. She's fucking crazy. She's mad. And then
let's round about where the first episode ends.
Somewhat, but then it goes back to Tanya.
Yeah, then it goes into like the prologue and explains as to like...
No, it's not the prologue because there's no ending to this episode. It just goes back to Tanya and she's like, yeah, I knew when I sent those guys to that place, Matchbox 4, that they would die, can't move, missiles everywhere, it's peak. They're 100% gonna die. And the girls was like, that's clapped. What? she gets that one sweat on her cheek, she's like, oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
She realizes that Tanya is indeed evil. And then it gets to that one moment that it dragged its nails across inside of me, and it was like, yes, it's when Tanya does that fucking smile. Jesus Christ.
Shudders down your spine.
Then shivers down your spine, and then moves on to episode 2 called Prologue. Very aptly, where it starts off and it's like, oh no, we're in 2013. 2013, you're like, wait, is this even the same anime? Is this what's going on? Because I was so baffled. I was like, what? And it shows this guy firing this other dude. And he's like, it's just logical.
I'm not gonna lie, when I saw them in like the current year, I was like, is this Joker game all over again? Are we just doing a series of short stories?
No way! I was gonna be so mad. I was like, how are you doing this to me? Tanya would have been crazy. That was such a good story. But he's like, man. So he's firing this one guy who's like, I got tuition fees to pay. I got shit, dude. You can't fire me.
I got kids to feed and things like that. And he's like, yeah, no, you can't contribute for the business. Give me one reason why we should keep you hired. He couldn't come up with anything. So well, yeah, he was fired, and the guy was like, yeah, all right, I'm gonna go home now, you know. And he was like having his internal monologue talking about logic and like the way society works. So this guy's a salaryman. And on his way home, the guy that he fired pushes him in front of the train tracks as the train approaches.
My dude has the sumo squat. He is ready. He's there like, bah! He gives him the push. It's so dead. You know he's about to get gassed.
It's not like a slight nudge to make it look like natural that he tripped. Like he straight up just shoved him.
He straight up killed him. It was brutal. He just murdered him. Broad daylight. He has no fear. He's just there like, I'm ready to go. Are you? I think you have a life that you care about. And then snap. Time freezes. This guy's looking around. He sees everyone's frozen. He sees the train driver like, oh fuck. He sees everyone on the things. He sees the guy doing his squat motion push. Everyone's all like, what the fuck? And then people start talking.
Yeah.
People start talking just like randomly in this frozen time zone. They don't move anything but their mouths. They're all looking at him, and they're just talking. And it turns out that God is there, and he's like, "What the fuck? Are you even a human? What? How do you have no ability to empathize? How do you have no like sense of sympathy? You're just cold to the core, and you don't believe in me. Clearly, you don't believe in me." And the dude fires back. He's like, "You're goddamn right, I don't believe in you."
It's like, yeah, alright, yeah, I don't believe in you. You know, if there was actually a God, why would you let all this tragedy happen? You know, why is all these bad stuff happening in the world? You know, the basic arguments that you have in your average religion classes.
And then God's just like, "Alright, 7 billion people. I'm a bit pushed. It's like, I'm a bit pressed for work. It's tough. There's too many people." He goes into this whole thing about logic. He's like, I can't do it, man.
Not gonna lie, that is a pretty trash excuse.
Yeah, it's like, allow yourself, fam. You're God. Just speak. You could do anything. You created the entire human race. And then the dude's like, "I don't think you're actually God. On a level, I think you're the devil, or something along those lines. Maybe a being X of sorts."
Yeah.
And then God
False
fires
God.
back. He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "What?"
He's like, "Are you mad?" He's like,
He goes like,
God's like,
I can reincarnate people. I shall do this for everyone except you."
Yeah, God's like, "You know what? I bet you're not getting reincarnated. I'll send you somewhere else then." And he's like, and then this dude's like, "No, wait, hold on, wait. There's a bit of a misunderstanding here, you know?" He's like, no, you got it. And now, like, he's just like, he gets hit by the train, and then like he was like, "I'm gonna send you to a time where you're gonna be forced to like believe in me, and like
you're gonna be desperate. The only reason that you won't believe in me is because you're not in a position where you should believe in me. You don't have you've got everything you need. You're set. You don't need anything from me. So I'm gonna take everything away from you." And then it's peak. So
you know, if you fail again, there are no second chances. Basically, is what he said. "I won't reincarnate you again, fam. It's over."
Literally, and then everything goes back in time. You see the world like cut back, and then it goes back to whatever 1920 or 1930, whenever this was happening. And he's a baby with one blonde tuft of hair and a nun above him. It's like crying his eyes out, and he's thinking like, "Oh fuck, I'm a fucking baby. What the fuck's going on?" Oh. And the woman calls him Tanya. And then the black slate comes down. It says, "Episode 2, prologue." And then, so yeah, we're in 1913 to 1920-ish. So this girl could be like 7 years old theoretically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Abandoned in a poor nunnery, taken. Essentially, God does everything he can to make this dude fucking crack, and dude is not having it. Dude takes the full loaf of bread from everything. The nuns are like, "Oh man, what the fuck? We have no bread left. What the fuck? We have no money. What are we gonna do?" And Tanya's there, like, ripping off pieces of this bread, eating up the bread. Fucking, you see all the kids. Oh man, picture Tanya's in the way in the background. She doesn't have any friends. She doesn't have anything. War's starting to take place. It's starting to rip the country apart, and you got people being mad, essentially. You got typical World War I bullshit where people are just like, "Oh man, we should punish the fatherland, we should take back our whatever, we should be boom," and then it cuts again to where we're seeing Tanya being tested for magical aptitude, where she then gets an A+, meaning that she's super magical. And she's still like 6 years old at this point. She's lifting up all the stuff, she's doing the Esper powers, and then I think she gets sent to like military training, essentially. Where no, she doesn't get sent. She volunteers in for the military training, and wow, she has the crooked smile. She does all the testing of the magic. She can do it really well. Then we get to something cool again. It's the bit where it's the part where they go to school, or where she's starting to train all the other people. And what happens there, Amari?
But she's training the other people. You know, they're like, "She's just a kid. I have a sister her age," and stuff like that. And what's it called? It cuts to like some guy getting knocked through a building, and she's like, it was something along the lines about him disobeying orders, if I'm not mistaken.
It was something along those lines. It was where that other guy, the Ernst von Rhein, whatever, I cannot pronounce James' names like
It's
that
alright, you
without
got it.
hearing them first. And he's visiting the place, and then just before that, you see this scene where she's like, all these people are like, oh man, she's got like a kid's voice. What the fuck? She's like nothing.
Alright,
What's going on?
so just a quick. His name is basically just Eric.
Eric.
Basically.
Eric. Oh yeah, these are all just fucking names. I get it now. They just certify them. What is there No, on a level. Look up how they spell Eric and Victoria. Oh,
yeah, it's actually gross. It's not needed. It's just not needed.
That's something else. I appreciate that. That's wow. His name is Eric. So she blows a hole in the wall, pushes some dudes out, and saying that she essentially puts the fear of God in them, which is quite ironic. She's about to kill this one dude, and Eric pops in, stops her. He's like, "This is not okay," and that comes up later. This is why Eric's like, "Oh man, this kid's not okay. She's unstable." And then I believe she gets put into a situation where she is 100% gonna die. Yeah, again, God's just like, "Fuck you, it's peak. It's actually not okay for you." She's essentially doing the reconnaissance for a bit of artillery in the training grounds. So they get sent to an area where it's like low combatant issues and stuff, where you just essentially they're steamrolling an area. This country is steamrolling an area for war and shit, and she's scouting, seeing the effects of the steamroll, where they artillery bomb everything. And then some people are like, "We're not having it. We can't win this war, but we can kill the scout." And this is the dudes with the skis.
There it is. Why are they skiing in the air? What the heck? Oh my god. This show triggers me. You have one boot that flies? What the heck?
I know, it's just so wrong. The dumbass horses that don't have legs. It's just like, why is everything so stupid?
It triggers me.
What if skis? Fucking skis! Oh god.
I'm looking at them, I'm like,
skis.
"Hey dude, what are you skiing on?"
And essentially, Tanya's gonna get completely destroyed. She's
Yeah,
about
it's like it's basically an
2%
almost
chance.
unwinnable situation that she's in, and she's like, "Yo, I need backup. I need to get out of here." And they're like, "Yeah, denied. We're gonna have reinforcements. It's gonna take about 600 seconds." And she's like, "What? 600 seconds? That's enough time to cook a ready meal, eat it, and clean up afterwards. I can't do that." But she has to find a way to do it. She manages to like hold them off for a little bit, and she
just goes on a mad one. She just like goes crazy. She goes feral on them. She starts punching them, kicking them, grabbing at their skis, fucking. Eventually, she's like right on this one guy. She's pulling something on her gem, and she's like, "Oh, this is about to go." And then all the other people are like, "What's happening?" And then one dude sees that, "Oh, dick, she's about to blow up." And then everything blows up, and she's like dropping from the ground. And then I think we get to another scene where she's like, "Oh man, I'm alive." Crazy.
Yeah, she's in a hospital bed.
And she's like, "Oh fuck, I'm alive." That means they're probably gonna. And then they walk in like, "Lamau, you've got a silver wings emblem dual maneuver thing."
Maneuver, okay.
I don't know. She got these.
Yeah, she got an award basically for fighting bravely and courageously. And she's like, "Wow, they're actually impressed with me, huh? This went better than I expected." Because she was looking for a way to like maybe she'd get promoted where she wouldn't have to work on like the front lines or some kind of difficult job, which it worked to a degree because now she's an ace. She doesn't have to work on the front lines anymore. Somewhat like she's like a last resort sort of thing.
Somewhat. It's kind of like Wazoo because as we know, she definitely does go to the front lines, but because this is a prologue, we see everything that happened last episode, and this episode comes before that, as does the next episode to a degree. So she's all in bed, and that's how the episode ends. She gets the award. Actually, no, it's not. The episode ends with her getting dressed up in this dumbass doll outfit, and she does the creepiest smile at the end. Yet again, she just doesn't look like a person.
It's just awkward.
Yeah, and that's when we first see, what's her name? Victoria and this other guy. What is his name? Because he doesn't seem like a main character. He is in fact not a main character, so fuck him. The first lieutenant of the area.
Right, yeah. I know you're talking about. They'll see it in the episode. You guys will see it in the episode. You know, just.
And then we get on to episode 3, Amari. Episode freaking 3. Oh God. Speaking of him, he comes up. Do you want to start something off?
All right.
It goes all over the place. This episode. It goes everywhere.
Yeah. So like this episode, basically, I believe she was like. She got like transferred to the backlands where she'd be helping like the scientists with their experiments and stuff away from the battlefield, technology testing and things like that. And she's like, yeah, neat. I'm super happy. I don't want to be on the front lines. It's gonna be smooth sailing from here on out. But little does she know, like she has to work with like this crystal that's stupid unstable and it's highly explosive. And the head scientist is like somewhat loopy and is like, no, this has to work. This is gonna work. You're gonna do it because on paper this should work, so it's going to work. But out in the battlefield or in the training ground, she's like, this is unstable. Those numbers are theoretical. It's not gonna work. And what's it called? The crystal starts to destabilize, and she has to use her safety jewel, and the thing explodes. And she's like, yeah, I'm not doing this anymore. I'd be much safer on the front lines. I refuse to do this anymore. And I believe like she gets the transfer, it's been approved, and then she goes to bed and she's like, alright, I'll be back on the front lines tomorrow. It'll be easier than whatever this crap is. And as she's about to fall asleep, that's when Being X pays her another visit. Marcus, you can continue from there.
Oh yeah, Being X takes the form of a doll. This time a little
the
like
Nutcracker dolls.
Yeah, the Nutcracker dolls. It's creepy as hell, and he's like, I see that you're still doing well, and you're not believing in me. And he's like, God no, I'm doing fine in this world. This is amazing. I'm being sent to the back lines. This all good.
I'm Gucci, man.
This is amazing. Yeah, he's like, you set me up with a cush gig, dude. That's nice. And Being X is like, is it? I see how it's going. so you still don't believe in me, huh? Alright, it's time to show how lost lambs. Sometimes I was gonna limit my interference here, but nah.
Sometimes lambs need to be guided.
Yeah, lambs need to be guided. I think it's something along the lines of what he says. But goddamn, does he do some guidance? The dream. And he doesn't end there.
Like he starts to like monologue on miracles and things like that, right? And he's talking about how miracles are like an act of God and things like that. And Tanya responds by saying like miracles are like an illusion, and like it's a monologue of logic.
It's a grand illusion.
Yeah, it's like a massive illusion. You know, all of it has like a logical explanation. Nothing's ever a miracle in this world. And stuff like that. And it goes like, I bet, see you tomorrow.
Turns out it was all a dream. She wakes up, she's like, it's cool, alright. And then she's talking to the scientist. She's like, considering this, oh wait, we missed something crucial. After that first mission, she's like, I'm leaving, I'm gone, I'm out. she writes her letter of reassignment. She wants to be reassigned to a different area. So she's gonna be reassigned. And then it cuts to the scene where this guy's like, I had a daughter that age. 100% this is approved. She's not being here. It's crazy. And she's reassigned. And the guy's like, alright, so you fucked up my entire project. So how about we got one little thing? You got a few days here left. So you're gonna do another test. And they put her in the suit. They get to do another test. And in essence, it's going well up until a point where it just completely flops.
The usual start place where it flopped in the last experiment.
And this time, there is no like failsafe, and the guy's all like, as it turns out, I'm not atheist anymore. I have seen God, and then you know that Being X has been to have a good chat with him. Yeah, it's like God had a good heart with me, and we pushed out the kinks of this little 4-core gem bullshit. And if you don't believe in God, you're about to die. We're both gonna become martyrs here, and everything's gonna explode. And then everything's about to pop off, everything's about to explode, and then click, time stops again. Ooh, time does stop. And
God's like, hey, what's good? Anybody die, huh? You believe me yet?
I feel like we've been here before.
And Tanya's like, you fucking set me up. And he's like,
strapped up arm to me. This isn't a miracle. This is an asshole.
He's like, so remember that thing about miracles I was telling you about last night? So if you pray to me, that safety thing, yeah, it'll work this time. So
It was a safety thing. Everything will work. The machine will just like go into overdrive, and you'll actually be able to use it for once. And I don't know what happens, but I feel like she's in like a subconscious state where she's starting to go back into time, and she starts to pray and shit. And the machine works, and you get where her power comes from.
yeah.
Remember how I mentioned earlier she prays to God? She has to do it every time now, otherwise she doesn't get to use her little toy. That keeps her alive and keeps her at the forefront of technology, allowing her to just blow shit up perpetually and be amazing, essentially. So, yeah, amazing. She has to pray to God every time. She has to pray to this being that she doesn't even think exists.
Yeah.
Every time she wants to use her power. Phenomenal. So she does all that shit happens. That's the climax of the episode. She's flying about, she's like, this shit's amazing. But goddamn is it a curse. Cuts back to her in the actual field of real time, I suppose we should say. 1920-ish? 1922 maybe? When the war's still going on, she's in the Rhine theatre of war, but she's been promoted to whatever, first lieutenant, I think? Yeah, she was promoted to first lieutenant, and she's now gonna go to university to be Super X. Machina, I don't know. And
she's gone to study, military school, basically.
Yeah, and she sends off Victoria. She doesn't have to be on the battlefield anymore. She does it as like a ploy to make it look like she's got a heart, which she doesn't. Tanya's pure evil. So from there, she's getting on the train. She's like, all is well, all is well. Cut back to the boardroom type building where all these old people are talking like, oh man, what's going on with the war? And they're saying, we need a mobile and adaptable task force that can do everything. And then two guys split off. One goes into a room, it follows that guy. In the room is like a bunch of pieces of paper flipped over, and on one of them is written Deus Revolt. Name of the episode means God wills it. Mm-hmm. On that other side of that piece of paper, Tanya's picture. Episode ends. Jeez, fake.
Yeah.
You know that it's about to pop off for Tanya again. Every time she's like, yeah, I figured it out, it's all good. I was even on the front lines and it was good. And nah. God has other plans because God wills it. Either way.
So what did you think overall? What was your first impression of the anime, Marcus?
First impressions were honestly a bit skeptical. I was like, is this? I suppose Joker Game really burned me out.
Yeah.
Joker Game was just like, I can't.
It had so much potential, but what was with all the short
It was
stories?
good. It was just too much.
Yeah.
It was just too much.
It was too much.
Yeah, there was too much in the rabble, so I was a bit skeptical of like this period of time with war and shit, and it blew me out of the water. That smile at the end, I was like, man, I'm getting some Mirai Nikki chills right now. That's I haven't had that in years, and it's just continued to deliver with the second episode with the plot twist where it's like, this guy's like a 46-year-old dude in a 9-year-old's body, which sounds extremely wrong.
Yeah, that sounds gross.
Don't even go there. But it's just phenomenal. It's like, I still don't believe it. It's this guy just being stubborn. It's like, fuck you, I will not submit to you, I will not. It's actually that deep, I just refuse. He actually just refuses. It's just so dumb. Why would he just reincarnate? Oh god, why don't we just... That's just so fucked. It's such a dumb premise, but it's so well executed that I just love it.
Yeah.
And what about you, Mr. Omari?
Initially when I saw episode 1, I was like, okay, this is okay. I like how she's powerful. I want to learn more about her. And then when it got to episode 2, and then it showed the present year, I was literally thrown off guard because I was watching it with my friend Bradley, and we were just like, what? What's going on here? Why are we in current year? Who are these people? Who is this guy? And when he was thrown in front of the train, God started speaking to him. We were just like, oh shit, this is something else. It was basically when looking back on it, it was the most original way to get thrown into a parallel universe that we could think of, honestly. So that usually it's just either through death and then they're just transported for no reason, or how was it in ReZero? He left the convenience store and all of a sudden he was in another world.
Yeah, he was just boom, I'm there.
And so,
hey guys, new world.
Yeah, it's just plot convenience. This one actually there's actual meaning behind why he's there. We know why and what the purpose is for him being there. And so it's an interesting story because the antagonist is God. How do you beat that? How do you beat that?
so true. I never even thought about this. God is your enemy. Like, he's literally working against you at every possible turn. He left you alone for 10 years to grow into a person. And now he's back and he's gonna fucking ruin you.
That's actually what hooked me, because like, alright, so I want to see how, because it's either you submit or you find a way to outplay God, and I don't see you outplaying God right now.
So true. How is he gonna outplay God? Fucking activate his trap card. No, that's not how the game's gonna go.
So all in all, I'd probably give it, so far based on the first 3 episodes, I'm giving it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, solid 8. It's good.
It's
Good. It's not like the beginning of ReZero.
I believe
The beginning of ReZero was so perfect. I was like, yes, it's hooked me. I'm in. That first episode A and episode B, I was like, yes. And then it just went downhill. I know people in this industry, but that's for another time.
It doesn't say how many episodes this is, but I can only assume it's going to be around 12, 13 episodes. I hope it's longer though. I really do. But I guess that's going to be it. This has been, Jesus Christ, about a 30-minute video. But yeah, you know, if you guys let us know in the comment section what you think as well. If you've seen it, you can check it out on Crunchyroll. Let us know in the thoughts. Let us know down in the comment section your thoughts on the episode. You know, have a discussion with us. We'd love to like discuss this with you and like have a chat and things like that. And probably we'll leave a link to our AniList account. We made a new account and you can discuss with us there on the forums. We're usually there maybe every...
We should probably make a joint account.
Yeah. I guess the DeusOtakus one could be the joint account, right? Oh.
God, no.
No?
I'd have to sort that shit out.
Man, frick you. Alright. That's gonna be about it. So, Marcus can outro because I introed.
Alright guys, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, get up in there. We really like to see you, but it's been DeusOtakus, and we out.
Bye.